This year, we've had to be creative about how we can continue to be church together. We've asked members of Lansdowne Church to share with us their ideas for how we can keep making and maturing disciples of Jesus, even in the middle of a pandemic. We'll be sharing these videos with you throughout Advent, and we really hope that they'll get you thinking about ways that you can be involved in this, how together we can be the church together.
Jesus' command to his church, his people, to be salt and light in their communities does not change during a pandemic or in lockdown. Like me, I guess you've had to get used to different types of queues over the last few months. Outwardly, I can look very calm in a queue, but inwardly, I would usually be tapping my foot impatiently, waiting to get to the front of the queue to be served. Earlier this year, though, I read a book that drew my attention to the fact that there may be many people in my community who have never ever been brought before God in prayer, never been mentioned before God. I thought perhaps I would use some of my time in the various queues I found myself in to bring somebody before God in prayer, either a fellow queuer like myself or the member of staff waiting to serve us when we got to the front of the queue. One of the queues I had to get used to very quickly early on in the pandemic was a queue for scrubs at the laundry room at work. The staff were clearly overwhelmed. This was a very quick change, rapid change to their way of working, and I would pray for them intermittently. Recently, I haven't had to go down to the laundry room so much, but I bumped into one of the members of the laundry room staff along the corridor recently. Our eyes met. "How is it going in the laundry room?" I said. We stopped, had a brief chat, and I realized we'd made a connection. My day was brightened as a result of this encounter, and I'd like to think that the feeling was mutual. A little thing, you might say, but I realized most of the things God calls me to do are little things He asks me to do faithfully. So may I encourage you, if you find yourself in a queue one of these days, to use that time to bring somebody before God in prayer. Whatever you do in word or deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Colossians chapter 3, verse 17.